okay? And almost over doesn't mean years of it. I was told by 2027 the suffering ends because the new world is a new world of technology, and like, but it's up to you to accept it 100%,
Hmm.
or just use it a little bit to improve your body health.
Yeah,
And plus our body, you know how it becomes like, I used to say that I don't believe it's crystalline and stuff, it's going to be crystalline,
yeah,
but I see it's getting like more light absorbing, as it absorbs light,
yeah,
more like a membrane. Or maybe because you see, the thing is, it's tricky because our physical eyes only see the skin, the hard parts, right?
yes,
But in reality, we're all glowing more and more. And if you go outside, like I attract people so much.
yeah,
It's like everybody wants to touch me to get a little bit of my light, of my knowledge. Like people got to the point. I knew some people for 3 years living here, and they come to me, Oksana, can I hug you? Like, uh, strange stuff, And it's just a
yeah,
person I just know. It's not like we even good friends. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, women, whatever, kids, like try to hug you. It's just so weird. And I don't
yeah,
like the hug because I know you give energy away and that's what they need from you, but they
yeah,
intuitively feel they need you to get into your informational field by
yeah,
touching you.
yeah. That's so true. Yeah.
Like osmosis, through their hands, they get the light onto them.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, let's see. Let me close my eyes.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you go to the water to swim because that would clean off anything you picked up anyways, I think. That's
Right.
that's good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
actually, it's good that it happened that my computer's not working because outside is much better, to be honest.
Yeah. It's
I
so
mean, the
funny.
view is
I was
fantastic.
thinking about you the other day. There was outside here, there was
Mhm.
like it was the funniest thing. There's like, well, they cut down the big maple tree, but they left the spruce there. So I was looking out and I was like, what the heck is that? And I saw there was like just like in your tree there, but there was 10 little they were so funny, these little the mourning doves, the mourning doves. Have you seen those before? They're
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah, I
they're
love
all,
it.
yeah, there were just 10 of them. It was like just sitting there. Like, they were trying to keep warm because it's so cold. So they're all puffed up, like a big ball.
Oh, yeah, they do that. They're so cute.
Yeah, it reminded me of when you were telling me about when you rescued the pigeon. I thought, well, there's these ten birds that were there. So it's so funny.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me. You came to me as a walking tree, and you say you are in the forest of walking trees, and that's why this situation was my computer happened, and that's why I was already connected to you when I was typing to you that Skype update is not working and all this. And I decided that's the first time I'm sitting on the root of a tree during a session. And you said it happened for a reason. It was designed this way for me to sit on the tree because I connect to you better through the trees.
Uh-huh.
And that's for a reason you mentioned about the big maple tree and the other trees before the session.
Yeah, it's so funny that I just got from Etsy a reading from this woman in Australia, and it was just like a fun thing for my Christmas present. But it was she says like she does like a reading where she looks at your soul, what she sees it as, and that was
Mhm.
exactly what she said. She said she saw me as like a tree. She saw me as a tree being, but like with my legs were more like roots, which
Yeah,
is so
yeah,
weird.
because imagine a like Halloween type outfit, and it's like a tree, and you're inside the tree and you walk, but
Hmm.
you don't see your legs because all I see is roots, like what she said.
Yeah,
Like it's the whole entire with everything and leaves and branches, and
yeah, yeah. That's so
you
weird.
walk to me like a giant, giant tree. And you said horror story is almost over. You were connected to me when you were talking to him before you start the recording. The green is coming from above. So basically what's going on, the leaves on top of you are turning different, like down, and then they just pressuring the energy down, and the energy starts going down onto your body, right? And I see your head is already in the green up down to your shoulders. um yeah, it looks beautiful. um your heart, your heart looks like blue water, and as it spreads, it thins out and becomes transparent crystal. And so there's gonna be symbiotic kind of like connection, like an osmosis of waters through the crystallization of the heart. Your energy is working on your heart crystallization right now. So don't worry if your even arms hurt a little bit or your upper body, because that means that they are working. Well, not they are really. It's kind of you, but in different incarnations. Um, so like little pieces of souls that were sent by your oversoul, let's say, into different incarnations. I see them being magnetized and pulled together into one whole, and that's your subconscious says that's why we talk about oneness. It's going to be one big soul from now on. And that's why, and when you're in one big soul, you can remote control the situations in the body and the manifestation in a way. And the natural aspect of it, it's mostly like a technology, but it's not technology. It's a natural biological way, because we grew into a way that we can pull out of body or pull the body up anytime on this timeline ahead of us. So ahead of us is high technological advances, when there's not going to be any diseases, or for you one day it's going to switch to when you don't feel sick, like you don't feel tired, you don't feel all the symptoms that you have now. You're not going to feel them anymore.
Oh, okay.
And for many it's going to be the same, because this is why it is concerning you, because subconsciously you, through concern, you release the program of the disease you have, of the condition you have, because I see it's coming from you like a fire. So the heart is spinning like a vortex of blue, and then spreads out as white crystalline energy, and it pushes the fire out of you. The fire is kind of represents both. It's like a duality. The condition, the disease, the symptoms, and also the cleansing fire. It cleanses you. So they worked on your oversoul worked on your head before, and now it's working on the chest area. And here I feel a little heat, like almost like heat, and kind of a little even pain here, like in thyroid. But these are all the parts they're being cleansed out, and that's precisely why you're in a little panic. But it's not you, okay? It's your conscious mind, because your conscious mind is used to be um, saying that, oh, I have this condition, I'm sick, I'm all this, right? But your soul is cleansing it, like getting rid of that condition. And because your conscious part, your body is used to having it, right? It's like a little conflict going on. You understand? And that's why
Yes.
you think a lot about it. Because it seems like I feel what you think. You think like, how come I've got so much information, but it's really didn't improve. It did not improve. But the only way for it to improve, so imagine the each I see each reality game. Let's say it's kind of like reality game or reality show, right? it sits on a carousel which spins, right? And it has different sections. Each section is like, let's say, 5 years of your life. And so in each 5 years of your life, he's certain. I mean, there's then it's divided into 1 year at some point. Okay, it's a complex. It's a very complicated kind of chronological carousel type thing with multiple layers of spinning platforms. And so we are jumping from this one to another, and then another and another. It never stops. Okay, progress, evolution never stops. And and now we're like abandoning. It's almost like we're shedding the old skin like a snake would do. And the old skin has all the conditions and problems. Some people have arthritis, some people have diabetes, others, but the shedding process, it's not like easy. You have to consciously get to the point when you make a decision of change. And when you and it depends on condition. Okay, some people just run around with diabetes, and they need to lose weight or get on a better diet or whatever, right? So
Yes.
for them, it's like they need to put a lot of effort. For you, it's different. For you, it's more like your head goes first, because your head is cleansed. I see it in space. It's literally floating apart from your body, looking down. So that's why you're so analytical and you analyze a lot of information. You crave it, okay? Because through those files of information, that's kind of your thing. Your leaves are files of information on your branches. And the more files of information you have, the more you see the picture of the whole woods for the trees. You know that expression, whatever. It's not like you see the only trees, but you stay, if you like fly over it on a helicopter, you see the whole forest.
Yeah.
So for you to put a picture of the whole forest, you collect information, and you fill yourself up with what you think is knowledge, but you actually just receive confirmations of what you know already. And that's why you accept it easily, because everybody you talk to confirms what the other person said pretty much, right? So it's like, I didn't know this other psychic saw you as a tree. You never told me. You just said
Yeah.
something about maple tree
Yeah.
pot. But I saw you walk, and it's like in a childhood movie of mine when I was in Ukraine. There was walking trees in the movie. That's exactly how I saw you. So it's a confirmation to you. You belong. You are part of what Dolores Cannon would say, new earth or a new reality game, and you're gonna be spreading knowledge, information, and a new cleanser. You're gonna be cleansing air for and growing fruits of wisdom. What comes to me, which you're gonna spread the word, and help other groups who are behind us. See, people now are divided into groups. Some groups, like the very ones who asleep and their souls understand that the body is so immersed into matrix, it's kind of like body is gonna go. Okay, that's for them. That's the only way to exit, because they're not ready for transition. But the other groups are gonna need our guidance, and that's why people come to me and say, well, but I feel like I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm supposed to be one, but I don't know how to do it, or I don't want to do YouTube channel. I want to do something else, but I don't know what. And these people, deep down subconsciously, they know that they're waiting for some particular time when use their knowledge, and there's gonna be this time. Then I see like this pink transparent glass table in your energy sphere, and you have like multiple pages, and you kind of like put them together in a board. And I see, we'll have like souls and bodies who carry information like you, assigned to every group of transition, like every group of people who will be transitioning after us, because we're supposed to be pioneers in transition and transformation. So after us, we guide the others. So you are one of the guides. And I see this more and more, the people who come to me for sessions, I see that they're doing actively a lot of work out there. But you already in that, how it's layered dimensionally, you're in that dimension with your head. So you probably think a lot about the new world, new reality, and you crave that information because you already see it how it is. You just
Yeah.
like you're suffering because your body is still suffering, and you're trying to get it out, but it's a slow portion. It's a slow process. It's kind of like your body is stuck in this very thick plasma of this 3D reality, and you're slightly pulling it out, slightly. And in the process, you grow and acquire wisdom because you do analyze stuff. You're deep thinker. You're wise. See, the trees carry wisdom because they grow for so long, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically who you are. Because I see you as this huge, beautiful energy, and you're like a unification of the green and the blue and the air. So you like air, flora, like plants, trees, mostly trees, and this crystal. It sparks are coming down to us, and this is all energy. It's kind of like crystallized water that goes into us. It pushes out the water from 3D that our bodies are composed of, consist of. But instead of water particles, I see them as like round spheres, and those like beautiful crystalline snowflakes. Push them out, those go. And your subconscious also said, tell others, don't worry if parts of your body get swollen for a couple of days. It's because you're going through the process of the substitution of uh, regular like round spherical particles of water, uh, and the snowflakes push them out. So you understand the stuff, you get substituted. And as they're being pushed out, sometimes they get stuck still in the physical. And it shows like, oh, what's going on? My face swollen, my arm swollen. You know what I mean? Like my hand swollen. My hand sometimes is swollen. Now you made me understand. Like thanks to your subconscious, I understand why my hand sometimes feel kind of swollen, because it seems like, because in 2016 I was told by my subconscious that I heal through my hands, and there's a lot of energy accumulated in my hands. I think that's just the portals of cleansing through my hands. That's why they get swollen. That's what your subconscious just gave me this information. I know now. So in you, it's more through your roots. I mean, through your feet, like the bottom of your feet.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you crave in the summer to stand on grass and like natural surfaces,
Yeah.
bare feet and stuff. So, but you're kind of funny. You're a connector. You connect uh, the 4D, 5D, kind of that layer that is. It's actually blend together. How I see it, it's kind of like a tie dye blend. Um, like two dimensions blended together, and your feet are still in this, and you're like a bridge for people to hop onto you and climb on the tree to the other dimension. It's literally like, metaphorically speaking, that's who you are. And that's why, in a way, the fact that you are home, right? The matrix would destroy you because you're very valuable, valuable for the for us, for souls who want to transition. And the matrix would try to destroy you if you were in some sort of working group situation. It's not for you. You cannot. People would literally suck your energy out and leave you like, you know motionless. you're like me, you like many other people who come to me. We cannot work with a lot of people because they just drain us energy, and then we have no energy left to do the work we came here to do. And in a way, I know this condition was created to you artificially, like
Yeah.
literally malevolent beings did. But we live in duality. There's always good and bad in one, right? And your
Mhm.
subconscious telling me, so the good part of it is like it made you stay and do a lot of work. Made you stay kind of like in your environment, preserving your own energy, right?
Yeah.
Not spreading it, not giving it away. And so this way, you're safe because you need to be safe for now. You're doing important job. So and your body is gonna let go, let go, let go, because right now, for you to understand what I see now, apart from what your subconscious tells me, I see this this sun, the big sun, the original that I see, golden kind of sun. It almost gives me like, it almost feels like, it looks like it's from the old books that I used to read when I was little, because it has kind of like eyes, but these are portals, but they look like eyes, nose, and mouth, okay? And the sun is beaming at us so that it actually covers the moon. So it covers the moon influence on us,
Yeah.
but unfortunately at night it does not cover it. So at night, like people have hard time sleeping and stuff too, because of the moon, because of the, you're used to the sun energy, which coincides with the energy of us inside, and then the transition click, and you like feel uncomfortable in your body because the moon is trying to influence you, and you resist, and in this resistance your conscious mind has to stay awake. That's why a lot of people have a hard time sleeping, or they wake up a lot, because it's kind of like a fight going on between the physical body that wants to protect the portal, the connection to the subconscious, to soul, and not let the moon rays infiltrate and penetrate, So
Yeah.
it's
That's
a
exactly
game.
right. Yeah.
We're hardworking right now. We really are. And it's actually a time to learn to receive each other's help. Um, if you feel like the person knows what you know. It's a little bit dangerous. The matrix people like totally don't understand. They would try to pull you back into old programs. So be careful with that. I actually personally experienced that myself, so I'll, probably make a video separate from this, about that, so people know how it works, how the matrix puts the people on your way to pull you back into the old matrix. I recognized it on time, so and yeah, and then you show me the flowers. They're gonna be like this beautiful white. It looks like oval ball, like a ball, but it's oval, and it has like this white, kind of like white little bells, like a flower composed of a lot of layers of white little bell flowers, like a bell. So beautiful. And you're gonna like sprout those, because you say white color is the initiation color, and the initiation's gonna open those golden gate portal that I see, and people start walking through, and that's when everything is gonna be different. But I see beautiful people walking through, and that means that by then we'll be transformed completely. We'll completely correspond with that vibration, and nobody can jerk our boat and bring us back or try to pull us back, or and you say it's just this a couple of years before the gate opens, and we think it's a long time, but it's not, but it's all pre-written now because I don't see reptilians going in changing timelines in the future anymore, because there's like a border, like a gate, okay, that we close the gate and they no longer can do it. Basically, it's like we block them. Okay. um yeah, they used to, like, I used to see them like at tracks of the train, and they would go on tracks, and they would change the events of the future, and therefore the events of now would change, but no longer they
Oh,
do that.
wow.
Yeah. And was that, so, like you say, first cataclysmic events, wars and destruction, then complete stop to it, cut like a movie, old movies to the garbage, and new movie begins. That's what your subconscious says. It's kind of like, because I see a tree and it's being cut and it falls. For you, that maple tree represents that old reality that you saw it was cut, because that's how your subconscious shows you through images that, hey, there's old trees of the matrix and there's new trees are walking, sentient. You can talk to them, you can feel them, you can, they move their branches to hug you and stuff like that. They can even like put their branches the way for you to create a ladder so you can climb on the tree and live there or sleep there. And they can put the branches together to make a bed for you. So you're saying that it's not that in the old times, in the ancient times, we used to build houses on the trees, but the trees would create a cradle, like a hammock, for us to sleep. And then when time to wake up, they would just like gently work with you and unfold back. You know what I mean? It's like flexibility because you're energetic. It's just amazing what I see. I understand how it is now. Yeah, they can mold the house. Like if it rains, they can mold the roof over you so you won't get wet. And it's beautiful. And the leaves are huge. They're giant. They're not like
Wow.
one leaf is like a human umbrella. It's really crazy. It's beautiful. Yeah. So I mean, and you're doing great. You're doing good, and don't pay attention. That's a message from your subconscious. The negative thoughts and sometimes desperation visits you, but give tea to the visitors and send them back. That's the message. So kind of like admit they come, but then let them go, because you know better that something important is coming. And also remember, we're all going through a hard time right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, your subconscious scanned me too, like, uh, pointed at me too. You're going through a hard time. Yeah, I am. Yeah. But I know we are gonna see amazing things unfolding. It's just gonna be so amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I already see it in my hand too, and you know about it. And if you want, after the session, you can draw yourself. You can draw trees. You can draw how you view it, or you can listen to the session and draw, like, do automatic drawing. So that's what I see. But I mean, energy from you is very light and very happy right now. Like, I see the transformation, though. It's expanding in your chest, and it's gonna go down to your hips, to your waist, all that. That looks different now. Our hearts literally look different. They are like, You know, it's like heart, but you put it first 4 ways, and then the other. It's like petal. It's like the heart looks like a red flower made out of petals, like shaped as hearts. Because first I saw like evolution went like it's almost like a 1D or 2D. It's like a flat heart, and then the sides grew 4 petal heart, and now I see the 8 petal heart. And when it gets to 9, we're out of this reality because the heart is the main portal.
Yeah.
It pulls us out. Oh my! And I was trying to work this computer. I should have gone here outside. That's the best. You know, like I see you as a tree. Like everything these days happens for a reason. It's almost ridiculous, you know.
Yeah,
No
that's so
matter
true.
how much opposition you go, yeah, like you do. I mean, they would always. Your subconscious would try its best to bring you to the right place, no matter what, how opposed you are. But yeah, it's it's exciting basically. So what I see basically from what I remember, I don't remember exactly the words I said because that's your subconscious speaking through me, but I see it's kind of like this uh explain, you know, when you jog or when you, well, I can't compare to giving birth with you, but like when you're doing the hardest and at the end, like you're doing a marathon, and like in the beginning you have all this energy, but towards the end, uh, you kind of losing energy, and you know, like the last, like let's get second wind, let's try the best. This is the last 2 seconds left, and like we're going through the last 2 seconds, which is 2 years. From a soul's perspective, it's 2 seconds. For us, it's 2 years.
Yeah.
But this year is a transition, and this year of destruction. So whoever it is, you know, all those people above whom we call government, they're gonna destroy first. People are not gonna be happy. But after that, though, the rebuilding happens, and when it's rebuilt, it's another key to transition. It's like we're collecting keys to transition. Inside the body, transition's done. Outside the body, looks younger and better and brighter, and eyes light up, you know, and then the same happens around us too. So it's really interesting uh, how your subconscious explained me is everything's through trees, like literally. And you have this curtain behind with the trees. I mean, come on. See,
Yeah, it is funny.
everybody subconsciously feels who she or he is. Everybody.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true. Everything is on a deeper level. Yeah.
Um, so I don't know if you want to ask questions. Do you want to turn off this recording that was in your subconscious
Okay.
mind? Try stop recording.
Yeah, no, that was a